Morning guys, welcome to today's video. Bright and early, I am heading to a very cool facility that has a 3-mile strip where I originally intended to race all my cars against each other. Now while that's not happening today, as you can see by the title of this video, we're finally going to play with the Barra GT350. One of the reasons why that car hasn't been driven a lot, it needs the flat shifting dialed in. It's way too fast for the street to where I don't feel safe, and I also feel like it's way too not dialed to go testing at the drag strip, which is also kind of inefficient because you get one pass, gotta wait a bunch of time, get another pass. So this being an unprepped strip, we'll have all day to dial in the car and gain confidence in it to where I'll be more comfortable taking it to the drag strip or having fun with it on the street. I made a new friend named Eric who is gonna be there today helping me dial in the flat shift settings. He does a lot of like IMSA cars, road race cars with sequential transmissions that all have Motec flat shift and all sorts of wild stuff. So he's pretty confident as long as we don't have a mechanical issue going on, it shouldn't be an issue getting the car shifting super good. So this is Eric. I already gave a little preface to who you are and what you do. He wants to see what the car's doing now. You guys have seen me frustrated with this thing and video's not really shifting, so we're gonna take it for the first trip in a while and see how it acts up. I kind of go easy in 1-2 just because it's vibrates so much. That's the fastest I've ever gone in this.
Oh, really?
I think we were doing almost like 160.
Dude, it was so smooth. Holy, we were doing 160?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I think what helped there is there was no wheel spin. Usually it's the high wheel spin, the 2-3 high load, but I kind of eased into it just to play it safe. Does it feel fast?
Yeah, it does. Like normal.
That's me letting off, or do you want me to actually know it? Might be able to do like some flybys and rollers. I think if we ask Craig, he might be cool with it to where that would be sick. Imagine you in the Veloster and me just go meow. Are you ready? Like 140. a once over on everything. It seems like we've isolated the issue to only occurring when there's wheel spin. When there's no wheel spin, the car shifts just like it should, but as soon as there's wheel spin, it just refuses to go into the next gear, which like kind of is a thing, but it still should at least be cutting. It's like not engaging the cut when there's wheel spin, which is confusing. Alright, so we'll try a 50% throttle open loop, see how it likes it. So I'm just gonna do 2-3, let it spin and see what happens. Nope. It is possible that it's all just a mechanical issue too, but that's what we're trying to figure out. That's what it's kind of... So we've managed to isolate the issue being based around the cut percentage not activating when there's wheel spin. So you can see this is a run where all the shifts work. And it did indeed cut ignition, so it would let us shift. Now we'll pull up another run where you can see I commanded a shift, and the cut percentage on the bottom, there's nothing going on. So now to figure out why that's happening. So this is not a solution. We tried updating the software thinking that would help. Didn't help. But if you notice here, I tried shifting, didn't work. Lifted off the throttle like 5% and it worked. So I tried it again up here. And at least now I have a temporary workaround where when I lift off the throttle, it allows a shift. So using that, I'm going to try to do a run, quarter-mile run with draggy, see what time we get. And if that's what I gotta do to drive this thing until I get a bigger issue figured out, it's not the worst thing in the world. All right, it seems like there's a multitude of things going on. It's possible we're gonna look in the software to see if it's a trigger issue that's contributing to it. Because I noticed that the tach's doing some weird stuff around redline, which also is a shared trigger signal that goes to the ECU. So it's possible that that's acting up. I'm sure you can see in the video too, like just the shift. There's a lot of things going on with this car, and hopefully that gives a little bit better understanding of why I don't feel comfortable raging on this thing on the street. So while we're out here at the Space Coast testing facility, we're lucky enough to have a rocket launch going on nearby. So we're gonna go watch. It'll probably be the closest I've ever been to a rocket launch. Besides that one time that I went to the moon. It's a Jamie reference. So you guys can see this place is extremely wide. I feel like all these cars kind of give a better idea at the vast size of this. And it's effectively 3 miles long. I really want to drag race all my cars, but there's always like one car that's not working or a bunch of cars that aren't working. I'm hoping that it's realistic to make happen this year, especially now that we're not so consumed with the FD stuff. I want to have the big dogs out here, right? So the R34 is done, that needed to be a part of it. Need to make sure the Barra is working. But the big ones, the Chaser's got to be a part of it. The R32 needs the engine, the S15 needs the engine, E36 needs an engine. But we got the space, we got the connection to make it happen, which is going to be awesome. Get a bunch of friends to drive all the cars. But just so you guys know, I didn't forget. I know I promised I was going to do it. I want to do it, but I want to make sure we have the heavy hitters to be a part of it. I feel so out of place just because everyone here is in like nice Lamborghinis and stuff. And we're just in the squealing, squeaking, clunking GT350, but it goes fast. It's just a hoot and a half. It ain't no Lambo, but
What's going on, brother?
look who's here at Pulse Rally Country.
What's going on? How you doing?
Good, man. We're excited to give you a ride in this thing.
Dude, I'm
See
excited.
what you think.
You know what I like?
What?
That is actually, I feel safe in here right now. Yes.
All right. You're good. You can slide back if you want a little more room.
Yeah, I feel good right now. How do you feel in this car now from the other cars that you had?
Like as a drift car,
Yeah,
or
as a drift car.
Oh, drifting is sick. In the ones that we're gonna be using for FD. This thing is a whole different animal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That says a lot coming from you.
I know. This thing's a handful.
Nice. Normally when I'm in the car with you, I'm like this. I feel like you got a big treat for me.
I'm curious how it feels. You've been in a lot of the other fast cars today.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a little bit of a different experience.
Man. So how you enjoying yourself today?
It's good. It's good testing.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've definitely got some issues to still work out, but we're getting there. Do a little burnout, get some heat in the tires. A little rocket ship.
There you go.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's definitely a handful.
Yo.
I don't know if you can tell.
Oh.
Some of the times I try to shift, it's weird.
I ain't noticed anything. This, you could feel it. You could totally feel like this thing is like gonna take off.
Yeah, it's definitely something else, huh?
Yeah, no, this is next level.
Ready?
That was 1,000 times better. Wow. Oh my God. You could feel the whole front push up. Insane.
Does it look cool?
Insane. It's always...
Don't put that in the video. That was my best 60 and 30 of the day.
Good. That means I motivate you.
Yeah, I know.
Huh? That's awesome, man. This is so much fun, man. You know the great thing about this, man, I always have a great time hanging out with you and having fun.
I'm stoked to go out to dinner and hang out a bit more. I
Oh,
feel like
yeah,
we're gonna have separate
absolutely.
sides the whole day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so sometimes I let off the gas too, and it keeps going. I think the TPS and the trigger system both lose sync up at high RPM. Terrifying for the street. For this, it's okay. But I'm honestly terrified driving this car, so that's why I don't drive it on the street much. All right, so that 6130 where the car ran 6 seconds is the best 6130 I've ever run. Prior to that, I think it was like a 6.7 something in my Supra. So that's pretty cool. You can tell the car makes some power, but you can tell that it's having a hard time shifting. It has a lot of weird issues going on. The car doesn't feel safe. I don't feel confident in it mechanically. And that is one of the reasons why I've had a blast driving it here, because the runway is so big that I don't have to worry about other cars. I don't need to worry about walls on a quarter-mile track. But it surely still needs some shaking down and breaking in, and I hope that this video shows you guys a little bit why I don't drive this car that much on the street. But just for the hell of it, we ran a 6-second flat 6130. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, and we're gonna do some science. We're gonna take this here intake, we're gonna pull it off and see. You think it's good for what? What's your bet? I say...
You weren't gonna tell him that you pulled it off and you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm half a second faster. Yeah.
I think that's good for like probably like 0.2, 0.3 seconds. We'll see.
I don't know.
The idea is it's less restrictive, but I already chewed up my turbo blade a bit by doing that and driving around on the street, so I put this on just to give my turbo a little more longevity. I'll save you the bore with the footage, taking off the filter. It didn't feel like it made a little more power, but it ended up just spinning for the whole 6130, so yeah, it was actually slower by like a half a second. I feel like it was a little bit depressing about this car in the video, but I do have to give it some props. It held together. Probably the most abuse this thing's ever seen in a short period of time. Probably a total of like 30, 60 to 130s today, and a lot of abuse, and still in one piece. Knock on wood. Had some fun, hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't use this car enough, but hopefully now you understand why. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. We got some exciting stuff coming. I think it's in the next video, but I'm not sure, but hopefully, because it's real cool, but real sad. See you soon, bye.